Although rare, conflict between the Dark Angel Space Marine chapter and the Orks are always legendary battles. The Sons of the Lion are notoriously resistant against the overwhelming assaults of a greenskin invasion. Horde after horde pile into the sword and shield of these resilient Astarte warriors. Every single Dark Angel battle brother is indoctrinated with an extreme hatred for any and all Xenos, even extending to the Abhuman. But while this would lead most to conclude that the Dark Angels are avid Xeno hunters, the reality is that their number one priority is the hunt for the Fallen. This is a mission unknown to most within the Imperial factions, and so when the Xeno invasions sweep across the Dark Angels' domain, most within the Imperium are left scratching their heads, wondering why the chapter doesn't commit more of its forces to an Ork or an Eldar raid. But when this first founding chapter finally responds to a Xeno threat with any significant force, it gives the sign to the Imperial defenders that victory will be achieved no matter the cost. The Dark Angels are known for their specialized 1st and 2nd Company, the Deathwing and the Ravenwing, which are always dispatched with a battle company. Whether it's a detachment of land speeders and assault bikes of the Ravenwing, or a squad of Terminator veterans for the Deathwing, the Ork invasion is halted by the Dark Angel specialist formations. When it comes to the Orks, the Greenskins don't cower from the hooded and green-clad Space Marines. Every Nob and Warboss dreams of the opportunity to collect a Dark Angel trophy from the corpse of the slain. As most Orks know, the Dark Angels provide a proper fight. Goth warlords enjoy the Dark Angels' willingness to meet them in hand-to-hand combat, and the Evil Sun warlords relish the speed hunts of the Ravenwings against their ramshackled vehicles. The notoriety a warboss would achieve from defeating a Space Marine force echoes throughout the galaxy, and Greenskins would flock under the banner of any warlord that could count a Dark Angel defeat as part of their Wog's tally. Orks fight harder when they know that the prize is a decapitated Space Marine head, but to the Dark Angels, this thirst for their death doesn't make the slightest difference. They will gladly go to war against the Greenskins if the need is truly required. Both warlords and Dark Angel heroes have been crowned after legendary battles just like this. Such was the case for the notorious Ork warlord Grablonik and the Dark Angel's Grandmaster Librarian Ezekiel. And with that said, I want to welcome you guys back to another 40 Facts About the 40K Universe. I am your host, Gersh1, and today we're going to be talking about the Dark Angels versus the Orks. If you guys are new to the channel, we post Warhammer 40K lore videos every single day. If you guys have any suggestions for topics or anything like that, please let me know what they are in the comment section below. And if you enjoy our content, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends. Share this on whatever social media you use. We also have a Patreon link down in the description if you guys want to support, but liking this video really does help out a lot, so thank you guys. But with that said, let's get into 40 facts on the Dark Angels versus the Orks. The battle at the Solarian Gate where the Orks and the Dark Angels clashed is one of the chapter's most important battles in their long and glorious history. It is where the chapter gave their full support and trust to the now famous Grandmaster Librarian Ezekiel. Late in the 41st millennium, the Wog of Ork warlord Grablonik was tearing through the galaxy, capturing and enslaving the population of Forge Worlds, burning down the temples and relics of Cardinal Worlds, and killing billions of Hive-Worlders. At the world of Venoria, the forces of the Imperium drew together to face the coming Greenskin Tide. While the Imperial Navy sent flotillas to intercept the hulks and the ships of the Orks, Astra Militarum regiments from Vostroya and Mordia were mustered, alongside Skitaris from Forge World of Antiox. In response to requests for aid, the Dark Angel Space Marine chapter dispatched their 5th Company, supported by elements of the Deathwing and the Librarium. The bulk of the Greenskins crashed onto the planet. They landed south and east of the capital, and they advanced quickly, seeming to aim straight for the capital city. Now the warboss didn't throw his warriors carelessly at the gates of the capital city, but instead spent several solar weeks testing the defenses of each gate. This was rare planning unseen in other Ork attacks. When the main assault finally came, it was directed at the Cerulean Gate, and to this battle rushed the Dark Angels and their Thunderhawks and Rhinos. The Librarian Ezekiel was amongst the first Dark Angels to arrive, and found the defenders already overwhelmed, as the void shields of the gate were overloaded by strange energy weapons and the towers battered by immense cannons. The Librarian plunged into the fight on the walls at the head of the Dark Angel squad, his 4 swords slaying Greenskins with every swing. Almost single-handedly, Ezekiel threw back the Orks from the southern wall, driving them from the gate with bursts of lightning and gouts of cleansing psychic flame. And yet the warboss sent his warriors and war machines back against the gate again and again, subjugating the defenders to 4 solar days of continuous bombardment and assault. Ezekiel seemed to be everywhere, always appearing with his command squad wherever he was needed, guided by his prophetic visions of the Ork attacks. For all 4 days, the Astra Militarum and the 5th Company held, guided by Ezekiel's foresight. As the sun fell on the fourth day, the librarian's prophetic skills failed him. A stray bullet from an orc shooter ricocheted off of a parapet and struck him in the left eye, almost penetrating his brain. With Ezekiel down, the defenders were stretched thin during the night, as the war boss sent wave after wave of storm boys up against the wall and had blitzabombers strafing the streets behind. Without Ezekiel to predict where the next attack would come, the 5th Company and their Mordian and Volstrayan allies were unable to hold, and as the sun rose on the 5th solar day of the battle, the Orks finally gained a foothold on the wall and surrounded the main gate tower. If they managed to seize control of their mechanism, the Solarian gate would fall and the Greenskin horde would pour down the valley into the capital city. The Dark Angels gathered about the great portal tower, the 5th Company forming a dark line against the tide of vicious aliens pouring up the pass and over the walls. Sensing victory, the war boss himself led the attack, butchering Imperial Guardsmen and Space Marines with his fire-wreathed two-handed axe. Just as it seemed that the defenders would break, Ezekiel arrived at the wall, his face still bloodied and a crude augmetic eye freshly attached to his wound. The Orks fled from his approach, their small minds filled with terrifying visions that overwhelmed even the most powerful of the Wog energy coursing through them. Those that did not run in panic were cut down by sheets of golden flames coursing from Ezekiel's blade. In the wake of the Psykers' attack, the defenders rallied, following Ezekiel as he fought his way through to confront the warlord. He was filled with anger by the cowardice of his minions. He swung his axe at Ezekiel's head. The flaming axe met the edge of the librarian's sword and shattered. Shards of razor-sharp metal slashed into the warlord's face. Many of the Dark Angels who witnessed the fight later said that it was remarkable how these jagged slivers seemed to tear out the war boss's left eye. Partially blinded, the orc reeled back, and Ezekiel took his sword, double-handed to cut the beast's head from his neck, and then flung it at the horde of greenskins. Already filled with dread by Ezekiel's psychic assault, the orcs routed at the death of their leader. With the war boss gone, the Dark Angels swept and destroyed the remaining forces. Ezekiel wears the same crude bionic eye, refusing to have it replaced with any more sophisticated device. Most claim that it is a mark of respect for the many comrades who fell at his side during the Solarian Gate battle. After securing this incredible victory, the then Grand Master of the Dark Angels Librarium took the unprecedented move of standing down from his position. He returned to the rank of epistolary so that Ezekiel could take his place. The welcome from the inner circle was unanimous, and Ezekiel became the Grand Master Librarian of the Dark Angels chapter. And those were 40 facts on the Dark Angels versus the Orks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, thank our patrons on Patreon. If you guys have suggestions for any other two factions that you guys would like to see head-to-head, or any specific battle that you know about, let me know what it is in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I will talk to you tomorrow. This was Gershwin with One Mind Syndicate signing out.
Put my freedom